what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. We're back for some run lines, over-unders, NRFIs, you name it, for the MLB for Thursday, April 8th. Shout out to all of you guys for all of the support. Yesterday, a recap, 4-1 on the day. Man, if it weren't for the Blue Jays not showing up to play, we would have that 5-0 clean sweep and cash the parlay of the day. But we're back for some more winners. We're going to keep this hype going, keeping the momentum going. We've been doing pretty well on the MLB this year. We're definitely positive. So let's get into these picks today. First, I want to take a quick moment to say shout out to all of you guys again for all the support, all the new subscribers, all the likes on the videos. We really can't grow this community without your support. So thank you again for all of it. And most importantly, we did our second installment, our second episode of our betting tips and tricks video. The first one was about bankroll management. Second one that we posted yesterday was about how to make a winning parlay. A couple tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So if you want to check that out, it is linked down below, as well it should be linked at the end of the video. So check it out then. Also, linked down below is our Discord community. If you didn't know, we have a Discord community. I talk about it almost every single video, but that's because it's very important to me. I love interacting with everyone in the Discord. There we have, I believe, over 900 members, maybe 920 members at the moment. A lot of baseball fans, but also NBA fans, which we do an NBA video every day. We're going to be talking about golf, everything, NFL, you name it. There's a text channel for everyone down there. So click the first link in the description if you want to see that, and then click the second link if you want to check out the betting tips and tricks video. Let's get into these picks today. We're taking a reverse engineered pick. We're taking the Chicago Cubs versus Pittsburgh Pirates. We're taking the under 8.5 runs. The over seems too easy here. And this is kind of what, and these are Logan's picks. Logan will be doing the videos within the next week, so you'll be able to see him, show him the love that you show me. But we're talking about the Cubs money line right now is sitting at -146, and the run line -1.5 is +116. Got Jake Arrieta back on the mound, and he only gave up one earned run in his last time he played the Pirates. So I'm feeling a low-scoring game coming in here, and the run line and the money line seem so low for a Pirates team that has not been good this year. I believe people in the Discord were calling them the pathetic Pirates. Don't blame them, but I think the Pirates keep this close today. Just an overall hunch. I think they keep it close or they win outright, given with the lines that Vegas has set for us. By no means would I be betting on the 1-5 Pittsburgh Pirates to win, but I could see a game that's like 3-2 here, cashing that under. That's why we're picking it, and heck, you might even see it in the parlay of the day in a little bit. Stay tuned for that. We're cashing this parlay of the day, no doubt about it. Moving on, White Sox versus Royals. We're taking the White Sox run line, -1.5. You're getting good value here. I believe it's +122. And we're talking about the starting pitching, and this is where we think we have an edge. Brad Keller versus Lynn. And last time we saw Brad Keller in action, it was on April Fool's Day, and he gave up 6 earned runs. You don't love that. Final score of that game was 14-10 against the Texas Rangers. I think the White Sox can light him up today. Lance Lynn's been up and down, but I think Lance Lynn can put out a good pitching performance. And I think the White Sox can not only win, but cover this game with ease against the Royals. We're taking White Sox -1.5, +122 value. You love to see that. Moving on, we got 2 more over-unders before we get into some NRFIs. Well, 2 more over-unders and money line picks before we get into some no-run first innings, or NRFIs like we call them. Blue Jays, we're taking the money line versus the Angels. This is a little redemption. You screw this up, Blue Jays, and you're off the list. You're on the blacklist for a week. We're taking Blue Jays money line versus the Angels, and like I said, this is the redemption for the boys in blue. They left their offense at home yesterday. I think they thought they had an off day, which you don't get many of those in baseball, but they thought they had an off day against Texas yesterday. I think they lost 2-1, something along those lines. And looking at the box score, you see so many players that are 0-4, 1-4, and it's hitters like Grichuk, I don't know how to pronounce his name. They're better than that, and I think the Blue Jays come back. Their bats start to heat up today against the Angels, especially against Canning. Take the Blue Jays in a bounce-back win against LA Angels. No doubt about it. We're moving on. Houston Astros versus Oakland Athletics. We're taking the under 9.5. And this line is a little intriguing, and it's a little interesting. It's at even odds. So we were taking a look at it. Logan was looking at it, and you look at these games, and the last time these two teams played earlier this year, this was what the Astros scored by themselves. They scored 8 runs, 9 runs, and 9 runs. If the odds makers were expecting the Astros to continue up that ridiculous run, they wouldn't be setting this over-under at 9.5. Basically, the Astros were hitting it at will, and then you're asking the Athletics to not score a single run. And while they're capable of not scoring a single run, we've seen that. We've seen that. I won't deny that. The A's can at least put up a couple runs, and that would mean that the over would be such an easy pick to make. That's why we're leaning on the under. Vegas they're trapping people with this one, in my opinion. This is what Logan thinks. Cole Irvin didn't have a strong showing against Houston the first time around. That is when they lost 9-1. But similarly to what we did with the Cubs over under earlier up at the top of the video, we're reverse engineering this line. We're predicting a lower scoring game. Still do think the Astros should win. The Athletics are what you call not very good. But I think the Astros versus Athletics, we're staying under 9.5 runs. Moving on into some no-run first innings. And man, we broke the streak. We were about 0-4 on no-run first innings. And I believe the White Sox and Mariners cashed it yesterday. I swear every no-run first inning we pick is a complete sweat bet. If you watch any game, you see a lot of games. It's 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, boom. There's your end of the first inning. No sweat. You didn't have to worry about it. No runners on base. Every time we pick a no-run first inning, I guarantee you there will be someone on base. That's what happened in the White Sox-Mariners game. Both teams got a runner on first and second. We barely scraped out alive. But we got 2 no-run first innings. We're staying away from player props also, because when you're looking at these lines at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. that we do put in the work, there's hardly any player props out there. There's not much to choose from. So it's basically me predicting, or Logan predicting, what's going to happen in that day and what Vegas is going to set the lines at. Like Trevor Bauer yesterday. We picked his over in strikeouts. I expected the line to be 5.5, 6.5, maybe 7.5. No, they put it at 8.5. Sure, he cashed it. He still had 10 strikeouts, but that's much higher, and we can't really predict those lines. So we're sticking with 2 NRFIs today. First one, Brewers versus Cardinals. No-run first inning. The opening line for the total runs in this game is 7.5, and that's what you like to see. That's normally how we bet our no-run first innings, and we're going with the good old-fashioned scoreless inning. Cardinals have been scoreless in 4 of 6 first innings this year. And then you're talking about the Brew Crew, the Brewers, even better, 5 and 6 first innings. They have not scored. We love the no-run first inning here, and we're cashing it, locking it in. Moving on into our last no-run first inning before we get into the parlay of the day. We're talking Red Sox versus Orioles, no-run first inning. No doubt about it. They were hitting this easily when they played against each other earlier, and they both, in 5 of 6 games, both of these teams have been scoreless in the first inning, and that included several games when they played each other. This is a numbers play. We love the no-run first inning. Like we said, both these teams have not scored a run in 5 of their first 6 games in the first inning. We're taking it again today. And now, best time of the day. We got parlay of the day. If you're this far in the video, click that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys again so much for the support. Almost at 2,600 subscribers. Might even hit that by the time you're watching the video. Parlay of the day, we're taking the Astros versus Athletics under 9.5 runs. The Cubs versus the Pirates under, what was the original line? Under 8.5 runs. So those are your first 2 legs. Astros, A's under, Cubs, Pirates under, and last one, Blue Jays money line. That's what you like to see. Odds coming out to plus 558. Let's cash it. We cashed one of these earlier this week. I think we can do it again today. But like we talk about bankroll management, don't be putting a full unit on that parlay. Sprinkle it on your other plays. And as I always say, be confident, do your research, and like I can't say it enough, be confident in what you're playing. Don't just be placing whatever we say or whatever you see someone in the Discord say. Be confident, do your research. Even though we do some research, there's not a lot of research you can do so early on in the MLB season. That's why we're reducing unit size until we're more confident in all of these picks. But just as a recap, here's what we got today. Cubs versus Pirates, under 8.5 runs. White Sox, run line, minus 1.5 versus the Royals. Blue Jays, money line versus the Angels. Astros versus Athletics, under 9.5 runs. Brewers versus Cardinals, no run first inning. Red Sox versus Orioles, no run first inning. And parlay time, you got Astros versus A's under, Cubs versus Pirates under, and Blue Jays money line. That's what we got today. If you missed any of the picks, feel free to check out our website, callonourshot.com. You'll be able to see the picks there. I normally recap them all the way at the bottom of my NBA video, which I'm about to go make. We got a good slate over there, so check that video out if you haven't already. This has been Austin. If you want to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, do it at callonourshot. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Let's have another 4-1, 5-1 day. That'd be lovely. This has been Austin. Good luck. Let's make some money today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.